Hey, Shalom Bashar, I want to start off source by giving no praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Makar Kodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors to brothers in the work and truth, war, sincerity. Why your kingdom is going down is a response to the elder brother and the Count Makar. Basically, was like, hey, you brothers, do a video on, why this man's kingdom is going down, right? I mean, and it's like, where should we begin? For people that are coming in that are new, it's like, where do you begin? Right, this man has done absolutely nothing but wickedness. He's got, he has enlarged this kingdom by wickedness. In fact, that's not in the queue, and it should be. So we'll get that. It says Habakkuk 2:15. It says no 2:12. 2:12. Habakkuk 2:12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. And you ask yourself, how did this man build America? Right? He built it off blood, right? Namely the blood of the what do you call it, of the Israelites, starting off with the so-called Native Americans, so-called Seminole Indians, right? Gad and Reuben, right, from the northern kingdom of Israel, right? And then you got this at the end of it all, you got the Judah, Benjamin, Levi from the southern kingdom up there in slavery, and all of Israel as a whole have basically been oppressed together in that land, as the scripture says. The scripture says, in fact, let me get it. I forgot how it's phrased. Right? This is Jeremiah 50:33. Says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah. Right, the children of Israel represent the northern kingdom, right, and the children of Judah represent the southern kingdom, were pressed together. Where were they pressed together? In the land of America, right? Modern day Egypt, modern day Babylon, right? It says, and all that took them captive hold them fast. They refused to let them go. And we are still found in this man's hand to this day, right? So, yeah, from the inception of this man's kingdom, up until this day, this man has, used blood, right? Not only just the blood of the children of Israel, he's used the blood of these other heathens as well to build them, right? You look at some of the minerals used to, which, most of them, a lot of them will be jakes anyway, right? But the minerals, to rare earth minerals, right, used to, in these like the electronics, right, mined out there in the Congo, right? There was something to the effect of 10 million people between 2007 and 2017 died in wars, right, which were said to be related to the mining of those what you call resources, right? So no matter how you look at it, wherever this man goes is death, right? In fact, we didn't get that in Habakkuk 2, but we might as well. Right, it's Habakkuk 2 and 4, right? Okay, 3, 2 and 3. It says 2 and 5, so yeah, got there in the end. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, right? No one's more proud than Esau, right? Neither keepeth at home. I mean, who is that? Right, wherever. So this man will have military bases, in all over the world, where he has military bases all around Russia, which them Russians are Edomites as well, right? And if Satan could be cast against Satan, how should he stand, right? But he's got bases all around Russia, and then saying that Russia is the one being aggressive. Like you're legit moving. You're here it is. You're in America. Why have you got AFRICOM, African Command, right? Why have you got bases in Japan? Why have you got bases in countries that you're allied with, right? It says, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, right? Because people can keep dropping dead, right? As this corona is showing us, people can keep dropping dead, right? Couple hundred a day, couple thousand a day, whatever, what have you, which that's light in comparison to what the Lord's, planning to do. That's light work, right? That's, that's still not really a big deal, right? Right. So, but gathered unto him all nations, right? Choose, for instance, America, London, all melting pots, right? You be in London, man, you walk through different parts, different areas. You got some part which is like little Romania, you got some part which is little India, you got some part which is like little Poland, you got some part which is like little Turkey, little Greece, little Cyprus, right? You know, you got all of these. Well, how can I forget? You got little China, you got Chinatown, right? Then you got where the areas where Jake live. You got the areas the Southern Kingdom live. Then you got areas where the Northern Kingdom live in London, right? So you got this whole melting pot, and this is what this man does, right? He heaps onto him all nations, and in doing that, he can use those people to export his philosophies and his wine to them, right? So then heapeth unto him all people, right? This man is as death. He goes around and he destroys wherever he goes, right? So Jeremiah 50:14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, O ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. Why? For she hath sinned against Yahweh. Right now, in this I am just gonna be, depending on what the spirit wills, but I'm mainly just gonna be focusing on answering the question. Your reasons why your kingdom is coming to an end, why your kingdom is coming to an end, right? Because you think we're just out here because we hate you because you're so-called white. No, 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 right? You are hated of all nations, right? But we hate you, because you're Edomites, man, right? And we're the ones that are supposed to be in rulership, but we are not in rulership, and you're holding that seat at the moment, right? But the Lord is coming round, when we're in the time when the tables are being turned, right? The tables are being corrected, rather, right? It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh, right? So put yourselves in array against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. So all these military powers that have, all of these powers that have ICBMs, right? Shoot at her and spare no arrows. That's what them arrows represent, ICBMs, right? And do so because she had sinned against the Lord, right? They've pushed over there in that land sodomy and LGBT and all manner of wickedness, right? All manner of wickedness. That's that beacon over there, right? Whether it was, the first kiss between two women on TV, or Stonewall, or Roe v. Wade, which legalized abortion over there in the land of America, right? That's been pushed as a beacon to the world, and everyone follows it, right? And let's not forget what you have done to the children of Israel in that land, right? That land is bloody. And what does the scripture say about that? It says Exodus 35 and 33. Or was it 33 and 35? Bear with me. 30. What did I put? It says Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed by the blood of him that shed it, but by the blood of him that shed it. Right? So did I read that right? It says, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Right? So the blood of the children of Israel has been shed in that land, and the only way to cleanse it is for the blood of the Edomites, all the heathens that shed it, for it to be shed, right? But you be asking, but that was my forefather, that wasn't me. Well, what does the scripture say? It says, Isaiah, what was it? My mind just blanked out there. Isaiah 14:21, right, which says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, right? So you want to get technical, you are your forefathers, you are the people that did all manner of wickedness to the children of Israel, right? That's why you're here right now, so you can be judged, right? And then if you die in the men multitude of ways that are uh, uh, to come, right? Then you're just gonna be born back into slavery, and for 1,000 years. Right, you're gonna be in hardcore bondage. They ain't gonna be. Yeah, people are thinking right now, oh my god, like 3 weeks in quarantine, man. Look, man, you can't be in hardcore bondage for 1,000 long, long years, right? And we look forward to these things. Why? Because it's revenge, right? These are the things that you have done to us. You read the history books, right? No, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm sorry." No, the Lord has a balancing act, and that's why your kingdom is falling right before your eyes, right? It's Revelation 18:5. Right, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities." Right, because once again, you've been doing all this wickedness for all this time, and you've not been judged, right? Do you think you've gotten away with this? So we'll get a couple precepts on that point, right? It says Ecclesiastes 8:11. Right, it says, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil." Right, so because you wasn't judged immediately for what you did, right? You just carried on, right? Thinking the Most High isn't gonna judge you. Oh, but He is, right? Let's see what this precept here says. It says, Sirach 5:3, "And say not, who shall control me from my works? For the Lord shall surely revenge thy pride." Right? So Lord sees everything that happened, and Lord, the angels are noting it down, right? And there's gonna come a day when these things are gonna be required. Just keep getting everything in the wrong order. Right, it says Zechariah 11:5, it says, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them." When that's what you see today. These Edomites will genuinely think, you read it on the comment boards, right? They think that they did Jake a service, right, by putting them into slavery. No, but you wouldn't have this, you wouldn't have that. Yeah, but look at the state of the world right now. Right, here it is. You got so many millions of people, and they're scared they're gonna go hungry because their food, they don't know how to grow any food, right? They ain't really got any real skills, right? You got a whole load of sheep in the world. You're relying on things from China, relying on crops from from what a small percentage of the world makes, right? You're looking at people in London, man, it's like, who here can actually, some people might have garden, might be able to grow some fruit, but not some veg, but that veg ain't gonna last you, right? But this is the man who will tell you that he made the world better. Look how much better the air quality is, the waterways. You see the pictures coming out of Venice, right? Where basically you got dolphins coming back after 60 years. Right? But this man will try to tell you that his way is the right way. And in fact, while I'm here on this topic, this is another reason why your kingdom is coming to an end. Right? It's Revelation 11:18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." When you, as the leader of the world, script Job 9:24 says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked," you have mismanaged the earth and destroyed the earth, right? You did that. Right? Yeah, you got these Moabites, they followed after you, and they're gonna get their judgment too, right? Because you got certain parts, of China. I remember seeing one bit, man, there was a lake and it was just black. It wasn't something that was originally a lake. I think it was just where they pumped out their wastewater or their waste or whatever, and it was just black, right? So they're gonna get punished, It's funny how, it started out there. And them Moabites, man, they're getting, all over the world, people are looking at these Moabites sideways, man. Right? These so-called Chinese people are looking at them sideways, man. Right? Some of these people are sharing vids of what they eat, how they eat, some of the things they do. Right? And that's being painted as a brush on all of them. Right? So I'll finish on Zechariah 11 and 5. Says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. Right? And the reason why I got this is to land back over Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Right? Basically saying then their own, when it says, because sense against an evil work. Right? Because they were getting away with what they did to the children of Israel. They genuinely thought that the Lord was with them. The Lord ain't with them. Right? Is the Lord of Israel, right? Lord power of Israel, right? And that's why, the Lord's requiring now it's time to pay up. Well, all of a sudden Esau wants to say sorry, yeah, but sorry is not enough, right? It says so Revelation 18 and 5 again, for her sins have reached unto heaven, right? It's all the things that she has done to the children of Israel first and foremost, but all of these heathen nations, right? You look up Agent Orange, right? That dropped over there in the Vietnam War. Napalm, right? Then bombs dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? All of them, Afghanis and Iraqis, right? That were killed needlessly, right? All of them, yeah, which not killed needlessly. Ultimately, all death is judgment of the Most High, right? Even what happened to children of Israel is judgment of the Most High, but that doesn't mean that the Lord doesn't require, it doesn't require, and Lord might use a man to do something, but the Lord doesn't impute iniquity on that man for doing that thing, right? So the Lord has not imputed Esau, right, for doing all the wickedness that he has on all the earth, right? Lord is Esau is the Lord's whipping stick, right? In fact, let me see if I can find that. Ezekiel 35. Is it down 15? Nah, it's not the one I was thinking of. But this is also a good reason. Right? It's Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Right? Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. If thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Right? So because Esau's done all of the things that he has, he has been pursuing Jake with the blood, right? He has, killed Jake when he's had the ability to. And the Lord's basically saying, because you have had that hatred, right, from the womb, right? Well, you go back to the garden, right? Cain and Abel, because Esau's coming, not the garden, but you go back to Cain and Abel, because Cain, well, really from the garden, because in Genesis 3, it says, there shall be enmity between her seed and thy seed, right? But Cain and Abel, that was once again, because Esau came back. Cain came. How am I phrasing that? Esau's got the spirit of Cain, right? And Cain killed his brother because his brother did the right thing. And what did Esau say to Jacob? Right, now are the times of mourning for my father at hand. Right, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right. So you've had a perpetual hatred. So the Lord's saying, because of that, look, man, I will destroy you. Right? Verse 7 says, therefore I'll make Mount Seir desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that runneth. Right? So you're going to be destroyed, man. Right? And your beloved America, that's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth as well. Right? And another reason, 2 Ezra 15 and 6 says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Right? Once again, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So you've been given rulership over the earth, right? And wickedness has gone over it. You read Sirach, the 10th chapter, it says, as the rule of the city, so are the citizens, basically. As a rule of the city is, so are the people that dwell therein, right? And you're the ruler of this world, right? And the people are wicked, right? It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. So the Lord's just been watching, once again, a precept to Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, right? The Lord's just been watching, seeing what's going on. And when brothers make them videos, brothers might come across some information and it vexes you in the spirit, right? For instance, with abortion, right? They then use the aborted baby, and then they basically use the cells from the aborted baby for different kinds of research, for different things, right? You find information like that out, and it makes your blood boil, man, right? Something else I remember finding out years ago, that I was reading articles basically saying, they're so good at this tranny surgery now. Not only a gynecologist can tell the difference between a real woman and a fake woman, right? Rather a real woman and an abomination, right? Because that's what that is, right? You be thinking to yourself, oh yeah, but a chick can get wet, only a woman can get wet. Nah. This man's the devil, right? What they do, right, is they basically how sorry to get graphic, but you be into a woman, you're feeling that woman, whatever, what have you, right? You're into her, right? And then you're about to get her into the bedroom, right? You might get you get a little bit of coating like pre-cum basically, right, which is supposed to help so that you can penetrate the vagina, right? Esau basically did a thing where he basically used that same mechanism that gives you pre-cum, that same mechanism to basically make the abomination appear as if they're wet, right? What does the scripture say? For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. That's wicked, man, right? So you can't even do your own check. You can't be like, it's wet, so it must be a woman. No, you don't even know. That's not even proof, right? So once again, when brothers find out bits of information like this, we moan and we groan, and the Lord in the heavens is hearing our moaning and our groaning, right? He's taking account of these things. It says, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually, right? Brothers, we complain to the Lord, but also the men that have died before us in this thing, right? They're complaining to the Lord like, hey Lord, hey, look man, we need to, hey, when you go and take this man out, right? And reiterating the same point, Revelation 6 and 10. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord? How holy and true dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? Right. Revelation 17 and 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, right? So I saw the brothers, I saw the referring to all the deaths of the Israelites, right? In the which call in the Americas, man, right? A whole load of blood of the Israelites was shed in that land, man, right? Which is why we have no remembrance of things before, because you remember, man, you go crazy, man. Look, man, Jake would kill every Edomite they see. Look how riled up Jake got after 12 years a slave. And I'll be honest, personally, for me, 12 years a slave, that was PG. Right, that was fucking PG, man. They should have put that in a Disney flick, man. in comparison to what really happened. Right? That's why they banned films like Goodbye Uncle Tom. So if you could remember, Jay got riled up over 12 Years a Slave. So imagine if Jay could actually remember what Esau did to them, how they died, right? Jay would go back wild. And this is the most important reason why your kingdom is going down. Second Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau was the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Right, so your kingdom is going down, so the kingdom, the righteous kingdom of Israel, can be raised up. So as always, Lord's all that was edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.